Hello there everybody, Oymon here, and welcome back to Blueprints, where when we last left off, let's see, we'd actually got quite a chunk done. We had essentially, if we go in here, unlocked 2 permanent upgrades. The Gemstone Cavern, which gives us permanent 2 gems at the start of each day, and the Apple Orchard, which gives us plus 20 steps per day, which is excellent. So yeah, we got 70 full steps. I'm assuming the other 2 upgrades we can unlock. One I'm fairly certain was mentioned before being like a gold mine. So that's probably going to give us some coins to start with. No idea what the key is going to be. But we did another thing as well. I can't step outside without losing a step, and I don't want to waste a couple of steps. But you can see that the fountain is still open. That apparently stays between days, which is actually pretty good. Now, I don't know if we'll need to fill it back in and take the water down elsewhere. But, yeah, generally speaking, we're doing okay. We have made progress, at least. So I don't have any particular plans for today, but we may as well keep going and see what we get. Just generally. Because, obviously Tegan, who was here last time, mentioned that I'm missing something kind of obvious, but I don't know what, you know? So, is that you going? Den would be nice there, I think. And I guess the spare room there. Okay, so that's a few small things. Right, let's get in here and grab a key. Yoink. Oh yeah, now that was the clue in regards to the dartboard, which we already kind of worked out in and of itself. Let's see what else we get. Commissary would be nice, but not a requirement. I'd rather not lose coins if I can help it, but at the same time, very much aware of the need to keep connecting everything up. Needs to be something that's a dead end. None of those are dead ends. I was hoping for something that was a dead end. The parlor would be nice. I shouldn't have to enter that more than once. Same with the bedroom. The lab I might need to re-enter. Let's get the parlor. And we can solve the little puzzle. Ooh. Sweet. That's quite pleasant. Okay. What have we got? 2 of these statements are true. That might be true, it might not be. The statement on the blue box is true, so that could be true, that could be true, which could mean you're false. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Now, if those are true, that means you're false and the gems are inside you. Hey. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. Is there anything... That made me wonder what Tegan meant when they said I was missing something obvious. But... Ooh. I'm fairly certain having a river running under the house is usually not considered a good thing. Also, is there... There's a thing over there. There is that gate on the side of the house, but do I need a key for that? Like, if I just go there with a key in my inventory, can I open that up? I don't know. I should try that sometime. The slice. 3 stars. Well, I don't have any coins, so going in here is actually fine. Any coins on the floor? I know that that is a thing that can happen randomly. Oh, no, but there's a gem. Won't say no to gems. Always good. We need to try and push further into the house a bit. Get some rooms I haven't seen before. At least theoretically. Ooh. Car keys? Car keys. Okay. So if I find the garage, make a point of posting it. I have seen it before, but... But I want that. It's very nice. That's a problem. I don't have a key card or the ability to use one. Actually, that reminds me. Wasn't I supposed to get like a... Ah, hello. 8. I need 8 coins. Great. I don't have any. Apparently I just don't have them. The name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Oh my god, ooh, what is that? Thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. This means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter. The book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of History of Orindia could be found, it would likely be doing the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that this may have given me the... You may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If this is the case, I will say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this having been given the actual manuscript. God, how big is this? So is this like a history of where we live? Horace was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming. Surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horace had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horace by the end of the century. A new kingdom was born. So I think this is supposed to be like a history of the country in which we live, but it's censored, which is quite interesting. Why is the font of the longest... No, in fact, why is the font of the average day different from the rest? But why is all the fonts different after that? That's weird. I really feel like I'm missing a lot. But I don't know if I'm missing it because I've just not noticed and am missing it, or if because... So you lose half your steps when you draft the room, not when you... Oh, I thought it was when you walk into it. My mistake. Never mind. I want to backtrack a bit anyway. Yeah, this is free room, basically. We still don't have any coins, so screw it. I feel like this run has not been very good when it comes to items. I've just found nothing. Which is one of the main reasons I really hate roguelikes. Because you can just end up doing literally everything right, but the game says, nah, I'm not going to be nice to you this time, and that's it. You never know. I mean, I guess I won't necessarily complain about that. It's free food. Hello, little hamster. Still chugging along. I think if there's anything in here I can use. Oh well. Don't think we're going to get very far on this one. I've kind of not been given enough stuff to be able to do anything. Room drawers have been bad. Item placements have been rubbish. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling. Well, it works. I still don't understand this. I've been racking my brain over the last couple of days. No fucking clues. At all. Ooh, an orange. That's +5. Okay, well, we can get a couple of keys out of this, or whatever. Okay, so 19. Then we got 3 and 4 is 7. What is that? Times 2 is 14. 1 yeah. 16, huh? Well, divide into 1 is 16. Divide into 2 is 8. Divide into 4, that's 2. Yay. Well, I guess it's a kind of key, but that's a bit fucking rich, seeing as I've already turned the power off. I'd like a shovel, but there hasn't been one yet. Damn it. I don't want to use up that last key. Ooh. Oh, balls. I wanted the garage. I didn't have a fucking gem because of course I didn't. Now that seems like a weird choice, but I've had a thought and I'm like, well, I'm not going to get much further today, so I may as well try it and see if we get anything out of it. Maybe this will open up with a key. Maybe it won't. No. Don't know why you won't open up. My guess is it's locked from the other side. But there's definitely something over there. So either A, there's a special button or switch. I did wonder if this was just here for show. Then again... don't know. Lots of weirdness, but other than that, I haven't the faintest idea. Okay, I don't think there's going to be anything else I can do, because to get back to the rooms where I were before, yeah, you've more or less just got to bulldoze my way through the rooms. I wouldn't have enough steps left after that, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get up to the library. That's it. So we don't have enough coins for anything. So we may as well call it a day. Damn it. I cannot believe every time I've had the car keys, the garage is either not shown up or it's shown up and I can't get it because I don't have a gem. It's so annoying. Yeah, I don't care. Why does everything in this game have to be so slow? I haven't seen a walk-in closet before. Let's have a look. I haven't seen that. 4 items, apparently. Oh, a key card. That's always nice. We got a gem and another gem. Salt shaker. Whenever you eat food, you gain an extra... Oh, is that what it does? Hmm. Who the fuck are you? Okay. Anything else of note or interest? Don't have any coinage yet, so it's not like that matters. I know that sometimes gems and stuff can show up scattered around here. Sometimes coinage on the floor. Nothing yet. Speaking of coinage. Why is there an E in that room? I don't know. Just to fucking have it. Just for once. Hello, what is this? So there's a... Ooh. So there's the 3 keys we were talking about. While I am almost certainly not going to get lucky enough to spawn the car keys on this particular run because I'm never that lucky. Oh god. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship, your absence must be accounted for. Fair enough. I do think they need like an overlay screen with plain text on that, because that cannot be good for dyslexic people. I mean, I can read properly and I struggle with it, so you know. This is why you get those plain text overlays on thing. Huh, swan song. That's the code. I am going to lose a couple of coins, annoyingly. Not a lot I can do about that, sadly. This box and the white box are both empty. Okay. This box and the blue box are both empty. The other 2 statements have identical wording. Well, no, because... yeah. Because they exchange blue and white. Book request. Oh, that's right. I did pick that, didn't I? Why is there an... There have always been arrows and things in the floorboards. For God's sake. Let's have a look at the rotunda. So that presumably rotates the room, huh? Oh, lame. Just run out of gems. Did I get... I do have a key card. What's the point in turning that off then? Ooh. Power source. Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms or a boiler room. Look at the boiler room. What is this? Whoa. It's fucking big is what it is. What the hell? Well, okay, what do we got? Alright, so we got that. So we have to solve a puzzle, maybe? Oh, that's specific. That... What is that? That is very specific. Hang on, I'm going to write that down. I think I'm going to need a fully clean page for this. Okay. I don't know how many it specifically needs. We assume that the blank one is the... I mean, I don't know which way round it would go. I'd probably have to wait for it to... This is going to take a while. Just a sec. Alright. Now, I don't know which way around this is going to be. I think we need to start the machine up first. I think that would give us a decent order. I also don't know how many of these there are going to be, so we're just going to need to keep track. But hopefully we can work something out. Okay, so we've got to work out. So is this? What is this? Okay, that does a thing. So that goes up to the door. Okay. And it goes up to this. Fine. What else can you do? Ooh. Oh, hey, that activated the bridge. That's cool. And it activated this. Oh, hey, Tegan. I don't think we can... No, that's from the other side. Okay, so we need to get to the other side of that first. Okay, I think I see the sort of vague thing that this is going down. Aha! So it does move. It moves very fast, actually. It moves much faster than I was expecting, I'll be honest with you. Where do those upper ones go? Do they go into the boiler itself? They do, but I can't get around there yet. I think what I need to activate is this lift, which I think... Flip you that way. Flip you that away. Damn it, can't do both. Because I need that on. I think. Or maybe it's just flip the lever and it'll turn itself. Oh, no, it turns itself. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we got that. What's up here? What is all this? Ooh, hello. So we should now, theoretically, assuming it hasn't reset or something. Good. Okay, yeah, we can get around through to here as and when we need to. Also, you should probably get turned on. Okay, so we need 3 in order to... Oh. Oh, wait, what's this? I haven't the faintest idea what that does. Except it flows pipes through the vents, I guess. But to where? Anywhere, I suppose, theoretically. Or, and this is increasingly more likely, there are specific rooms I've got to make in a very specific line in order to work out what the bloody hell is actually going on. Okay. Let me just... finish making all of this. This is probably not even close to enough. But it's a thing, so I gotta write it down. Okay, so it's you and you after the break. It's kind of a big gap. And then it's you, was it you or... This is going to take me ages to write down for the record. You. I don't even know what the hell this is going to relate to, but God only knows. I think that was wrong. Hang on. I'm losing track of which one's which. Know what the hell this connects to, but who knows? It's got to be something important, I'd imagine. Okay, so there's 15 of them. They seem sort of to be split into groups of 5? Maybe? Kinda? Not really, but kinda. I don't know what, if anything, that pertains to, but I feel I should write it down just in case. Just need to keep an eye out for something that's on a 4x4 grid, I guess. That's a lot of writing. Okay. Right, we need that open. So that's active, but that's not. Oh, so you're for that. Right, okay. So we need you active and you active. Or we need... Hang on, how do we get the other one? Hold that thought. I got it. So you are this, aren't you? You're just that. Okay, so to get up there... It's either the elevator or it's the rail. I don't know if I can get you and you active at the same time. Because it's that one, and that one we need, and this is angled the wrong way. If we knew that, that's not a problem. See, that activates the door. No worries. But now we can't get up there. The only way to get up there would be to flip this. Which I'm assuming reseals the door? Question mark? Oh no. No. Stand corrected. I don't know what the hell you do. You're just a big red box. Do I want to go through that door up there? I don't know. It's a door. Don't I want to go through all the doors? It doesn't go anywhere, so I'm assuming I can make it go somewhere. So the only other thing is, of course, is this, which... I mean, I'm assuming that's the vent system, right? It's like it connects up to this. So you got forward, you've got left, you've got right, and the dots is like, I guess, pressure or something. It's the warp core. Yes, something like. Oh. Okay, that's a bit bloody confusing, because I pressed it in earlier and nothing happened, and it didn't pop back out again. So, okay, that's likely a bug they've got to fix. So there we go. That... Okay, I'm seeing patterns in things everywhere now. That cannot be a thing. It can't be a thing. My brain is just... fucking with me. Okay. So the boiler is activated. We now have some kind of flow or power. Huh. Oh wait, also, it stays active. Even if I turn the thing off. That's interesting. Let's well have a look. Sure. At this point, I don't care. So I do wonder if that's a permanent thing. Now. I'm going to take a stab that there are some rooms that have pipes above them. And we've got to get this energy from A to B. Which means I need to keep an eye on which rooms have pipes. Or vents, whatever the hell you want to call them, air ducts. Doesn't say on its listing. ESP conduits to channel warp plasma. Yeah, okay. Again, I have to write this down. So... Okay, so the passageway... I'm guessing the library doesn't, and I'm guessing that the rotunda doesn't either. Actually, I'm a little curious. If I push that, does it actually... Alright, so we know the first one's always that. 20, 10, 12 is 8. 1 and 4. So 1 times 1 times 4 is 4. What have we got? 20 times 20. Wow, these are easy. Hey, couple of keys. Hang on a sec. Hang on. I need to rotate you a couple of times. Rotate the board! Oh, damn it. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stay in that room and go to another place. My mistake. No, well... I wonder if turning the power off in the gymnasium does anything. Like, does it stop you losing steps? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, apparently it does. Neat. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, this is tricky because I think it's I'm one coin away, so there's no point. We might as well just get that. Yay! It's free. Yep, and there's the locked door that I haven't worked out how to open that one yet. Okay. So hey look, we've actually got up to the antechamber. We haven't opened it because we only know how to open one of the doors and I haven't had that room show up yet, so okay. But it's a step in the right direction. Okay. You know, I keep noticing these giant chess pieces showing up in certain rooms, and I'm like, is that some big puzzle where we have to lay out like a chessboard thing? I really fucking hope not, because that would kill me. Not helping, Tegan. Yeah. I do wonder, because we've turned the power back onto the garage. Well, bugger me. Okay. Nope, can't climb up that. Hacker voice, I'm out. Perfect. Is it? Don't seem to get over to that side. Sometimes I wish I could jump. But I did see this before. No, for the record, this is my second run. And the first run was more or less a dismal failure. Nothing of any note happened. So, yeah, don't worry about it. So can we... We can. I don't know why we couldn't have... Oh, yay. Changes do not reset each day. Good. So does that count as a... Oh, Westgate path. I don't know why we couldn't have leaned over and pulled that thing out. I guess my hands are tied to my side or something like that. But, yeah, you didn't miss anything on my first run, like, at all. Anyway, it's gone 4 o'clock, so we are going to have to pause here for a minute and take a break. But we've definitely done something. So, yeah, my first run was pretty much a wash. Nothing happened. Got some bad dice rolls with the rooms. I got, like, no items at all, or at least nothing that was actively useful. So I just ended up calling it pretty quickly. But this one's been going much better. We've activated the boiler. I don't know if that's a permanent change. Might be. We'll need to keep an eye on room ceilings to see which ones have pipes and stuff. If that's a thing, I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll just have to work that one out. So, yeah. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, let's keep exploring the outside, because we've unlocked another area. Let's see what we can get, I suppose. I did notice this over here earlier. Just having a poke around. Ooh, what the fuck? Huh. Items to trade. Huh. So, because... This means I can just run out here and create this whenever I want to now. Starting with 2 special items or more dig spots or anything like that. That's interesting. It'd be pretty annoying though if you don't go for the the root cellar one and you just never get a shovel. That'd be so galling. When you mentioned the other day that there were 2 big things that you hit early on that I hadn't found yet, this was one of them. Really? Was this the obvious one, or was this the not obvious one? Because I remember you said there were 2, and you said one of them was kind of obvious, and one of them was a little more, I guess, random. Let's get the tool shed. Alright, what can we get? Ooh. A gear wrench. If time you draft may permanently adjust its rarity. There was one thing you had to find and one thing you hadn't noticed. This was the thing to find. Huh. And 1 shovel. Well, okay. It's something at least, I guess. So, can the garage only ever spawn in this spot? Or can it spawn like anywhere down this side and it kind of, the external adjusts itself as necessary? Oh, that's what that little square down there was, the outer room. Still don't know about that. So we still got one more thing out here to find. Wait, combine inventory up. What? What is that? Ooh. Thing is, I'm not sure if I want to go messing with this yet. Like, I can like, technically speaking, you want to make everything commonplace, so, but it's like, I don't know which rooms are going to be super useful and which ones I'm going to want to avoid, like the plague. Like, strictly speaking, I would want to make red rooms super rare because most of them are really fucking annoying. But with things like this, I think leave it, maybe just make it standard, I guess. Just so it may be a bit more likely to show up. H. Oh, hello. 8. Oh, there's an 8. Hang on, I thought there were only 7. I wrote down 7. Good job I got room for 8. So we've got 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sheets are true message. But what sheets? Why a H? True box does not always contain the prize. Well, yeah. I know that. So what? Yeah, I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to get much with that. No, it isn't. Shit. God damn it. I was really hoping the sledgehammer would still be there. It wasn't. Damn it, I was really hoping it would be. The letter, that's still number 4, yeah. Still don't get why there's a leaf on the back of that. Huh. Is the broken lever always in here? Well, unfortunately, we're out of new rooms to create. Still, we did okay. I think. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else I can do anything, but I don't think so at this point. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of this run. I don't think there's anything else. Still really wish I'd managed to grab that sledgehammer when I did. Because it spawned in, and it was on that first run that was really, really, really bad. Because I just got no coins at all. And it costs 8, and it was really bloody annoying. I was kind of hoping it would stay there until I bought it, but apparently not. Tell you what, let's just do a quick run through some of the rooms to look for ceiling pipes. Because there's got to be some order or something, right? No point in wasting an opportunity. Nothing in the corridor. Oh, hello. Okay. What the hell does that control? So the garage does. So what else does? I know I've only got a few steps left, but we can have a look at a few more rooms. Not here. I think I checked all of these. So, boiler room, passageway, and garage. It's a pretty random collection. Might be other ones I just haven't found yet. I'm not sure what the garage connects to. It just seems to connect to that box on the wall, but... Ooh, outer room. Okay. Day 11. I almost wish you could start like outside, because I've got to lose a couple of points just to get to the external room. Which is a little annoying, but it might be worth it in the long run. We'll see what we can nab. Don't know if it's anything more than just the 3 options, but we're about to find out. Hovel. Special floor plans cost feet instead of gems. I mean, if I had a choice between feet or gems, I could go for that. So if I like run out of gems, I can use some, footsteps. But by the same token, I'm like, both are kind of precious. Let's do the root cellar. I want to have a look. Might as well. I'm going to pick all these rooms eventually anyway. I was wondering maybe we'll get a shovel in here, but don't look like it. Maybe I was hoping for a free shovel. I can always come back later. Hello. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose financial stories, fanciful stories name Marion Marigold. Was last seen by Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found yet. Why is sign underlined? Potatoes. Hello. Well, see, this is the thing. I got to use up like, 6, I guess, steps just to get started with that. I need to get back to security. I need to order. The thing is, like, I've got to order a hammer, wait until it shows up, and then hope that I just luck into enough coins to be able to buy it. And I think that's extremely annoying. Then again, see, now you're just showing off. So we'll change it to low unless we get something to. No. Always forget you've got to confirm. Not too bad now you're starting from 70. That's true. That does take the edge off. It's still like up, but trying to remember where it is. Like, I don't even know if it's the sledgehammer I need. But it's the only thing I can think of, so. Okay. The Canuck, that'll do it. Grab a key. we go into the parlor. The gems are in the black box. Fucking what? I didn't know you could be blank. The gems are in a box with a statement. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Come on. See, there's another chess piece. Okay, which one? Okay, bottom corner, black pawn. Just remember that. That might be significant, or maybe I'm just noticing it there for the first time and it's not always there. Because I don't know, I feel like that wasn't there before. Okay, so that one's saying the gems are in the black box. That one's saying the gems are in a box with a statement. You're saying sweet fuck all. Which doesn't help. Fuck it. No, okay. I was like, there was literally no way I could have worked that out. Oh, hello. Aha, Chevelle. Coinage? Yay. Yay. Coinage. Ooh. Free steps, okay. Another bunch of free steps, good. Oh, even more. Wow, okay. And another coin. 3 coins and 18 steps. You know what? Okay, I'll take it. Seeing as each trip out to there has been 6 steps. I think it's 6, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe? Well, kinda. It's 5 or 6. That's... bloody chapel. Never drafted the nursery. Let's do that. Might be something of interest in here, you never know. the Red Prince. That's not who we are. I guess we're on opposite teams. Was a Red Prince, sat on a red throne, had a red crown made of rubies, red castle made of stone. The only true color. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're not the Red Prince, we're the Blue Prince. It's the name of the game. Seem to be anything else. Okay. Okay. Might as well grab the gem. Free gem never hurt. Well, that's just fucking rude. Oh yeah, that's right. I did order a particular bow, didn't I? Gems while drafting. Well, yeah, that's not always an option, thanks. I don't think I've ever seen wine cellar, let alone anything else. I love that this implies that everyone's houses work in this messed up way in this universe. I think it's probably supposed to be more meta than that. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat serve me well. Begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. A very common mistake we can make is drafting in a straight line north, ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind them. Right, so it's saying collect up a lot of gems if you can. Don't leave doors hanging. Like, this is stuff I've already worked out. I was hoping for some secret tips. You see, here's the thing. Tips like this would be interesting if you could stop creating a room after you'd already clicked the door. Like, even if it didn't re-roll the changes, if you could look at the door and say, okay, these are the 3 rooms I'm getting, I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. But you can't do that. This implies a level of strategy you cannot have because the game is randomly generated. And so strategy can only ever get you so far because it's random. You can't really have a strategy in randomness. So it's like, oh, make sure you draft this room before you draft this room. And it's like, yeah, if I knew what the fuck I was going to be drafting and in what order, I could do that, couldn't I? Huh. Well, there you go. That lists the room the boiler room connects to. So that was something useful at least. So the lab. Garage already got the laundry room. The furnace. And the pump. Why I need all those, I haven't the faintest idea. Yeah, the pool we know, because you drain all the water in that, you get a bunch of coins. Not sure what would happen if you drain the aquarium. If I ever get a pump room and the aquarium on the same level, I might look at that. Oh, actually, we didn't finish reading it. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room. Okay. That's counting the 2 bedrooms. Bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. The amount of gold spread by the tomb. I haven't even seen that room yet. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty increases slightly the next time you draft the room. Really? Oh, well, that's nice, isn't it? If you didn't find any items in the room when you first explored, doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it, obviously. After drafting freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. Multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you'll come across. When in doubt, draft rooms you've never seen before, yes. See, it still labels that room as being E. Although, then again, that is the same room. Does this picture always show up when you're in this room? That's the second time that picture's shown up in this room. Okay. I mean, the vault sounds great. It's complete. Whatever I pick is useless because this essentially dead ends me. A music room would be interesting to look at, but I want to have a look at the vault. Because why the hell not? It's weird that there's just an arrow on the floor, but I think that's a stylistic thing more than anything else. And woo. And a key card that I do not want or need. Yay! Hang on a sec. Just writing something down, be with you in a sec. I do wonder actually if one of these vault lockers has a specific key you can use to open it up. I do wonder that. Who knows? Cause what did it go up to? 372? One of them might be openable. I don't know. But if it is, we'd have to find a specific key with a specific number on it. Let's have a look. I'm going to double check something. Anything else gone in here yet? Nope. All still exactly the same. Not exactly the most useful thing in the world. Why are my footsteps making so much noise? That's weird. Let's see. see what else we can find, if anything. I've got all these steps, I may as well use them for having a closer inspection of some of these bloody rooms. Especially some of the new ones. Because at this point I haven't the faintest idea what I'm doing. Would you believe? Let's see what else we can find. If, of course, anything. Not the most comfortable looking reading nook. True enough. I mean, I suppose you gotta do what you can. I mean, personally, I just tend to read in bed anyway, but that's me, I guess. Well, that's all the rooms we got so far. Well, unfortunately, that's everything. So despite the fact we've got a lot of stuff, we've ended up hitting a dead end, which is a bit annoying. Let's see what we get today, shall we? And trading post hobble. Ooh. Let's do the shelter. Aside from anything else, I want to have a mooch. Cool. Time lock, safe, radiation monitor, log into network. What was it? Just keep ordering the sledgehammer. Eventually it'll show up and I'll be able to afford it. Oh yeah, I should probably read what the hell it was on about with the time lock safe thing. Shelter time lock safe can only be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it is at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Oh, fuck. Right, okay. So, I'd have to spawn... I mean, I suppose actually that might not be too difficult, because what you just do is you keep resetting days until you get the thing again. You know, you set the time lock, you wait an hour, presumably in real life this is, you wait an hour, and then you just keep resetting over and over again until you get the bomb shelter again. God only knows what's in there. Oh, in-game time. Huh. Ooh. Wait, what? If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocols will initiate and all doors in the house automatically unlock. Ooh. But that requires getting into the laboratory, doesn't it? Okay, so you get into the lab, you do something that causes 12 USV or higher of radiation, you come here, you take a measurement, all doors open. That's potentially quite useful. It still requires luck of the right kind of rooms being drawn, but that's interesting. Wait, what is today's date? Shit. Hang on. Is there a way to check? We're on day 12. Oh, for fuck's sake. It literally told me the game in the safe in the last section. It told me, and I didn't pay attention because I didn't think it was important. Balls. Remain where you are for now, given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow. We've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. The Red Guard, huh? I wonder what am I... I know it was November. And for some reason my brain is saying it was the 17th yesterday. I guess we'll find out. I know there are ways you can know the date. Also, what time is it now? Well, it is more or less 5 to 9, close enough. We're going to go for break. I don't know how close we'll be. The time moves very slowly, actually, in this game. Maybe I should have set it for 10 o'clock rather than 11 o'clock, but I thought we were closer to 10 than we were, so I didn't want to risk it. So it'll open up at 11, and we can have a look. We've still got 2 hours to wait, but that's fine. I'm going to take a break, and we'll see what the hell we can do when we get back. See you in a sec, guys. And we are back. Okay. So, essentially, in the, what, 10? No, less than 10 minutes. So, an hour is about 7 or 8 minutes. Okay. So we really don't have that long to wait, but we may as well do something. Huh. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. So, based on what I wrote down from the last run, which is what I was doing when I was pausing every 5 minutes, I wrote down where I found the chess pieces. But they're not tied to location within the Grand Mansion itself. They're tied to rooms. This room, as far as I can tell, always has a black pawn in it. Which, to my mind... Oh, fuck. If memory serves, there was a chessboard in the... Was it the rumpus room? The room with that fortune teller thing. I'm pretty sure there was a chessboard in there. I don't remember what it was. You'd have to find there again. Only one box is true. That is correct. No, that is not necessarily correct. It might be correct, but it's not necessarily. Only one box contains the gems. That is true. The gems are in the white box. Okay, so if that's true, then that has to be false. Which would be correct. If you're false... No, you can't be false. You have to be true. So if you're false... Hang on, that one's self-defeating. Because that box has to be right. Which means that box has to be false. Wait, no, hang on. No, that's paradoxical. What? Only... If only one box is true, then... No. Wait. Hang on. No, that's a paradox. It's a paradox box. Because if only one box is true, and it has to be that one, because only one box contains gems, that's the rule. It was one of the rules written here, wasn't it? Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. Those are the rules. So, only one box contains gems. So that has to be the true box. Only one box is true. Has to be false. Which means that's right. But hang on. Fuck. My brain! Ah! Sledgehammer for 8. Okay, my goal is to find 8 coins. That's it, that's all I want. I just want 8 coins. And nothing to take them away, please. Okay, so all the rooms have certain... okay. So the garage is always there, isn't it? It's always the 4th one up. Do I need the garage this time? I mean, the keys would be nice. I wouldn't say no to the keys. Alright. Just... Actually, what time is it? Almost 11. Well, the dice is nice, I guess. Whoa. Great, another safe I don't know the bloody code for. Right. Yeah, we found that out, didn't we? That's... Right, okay. Actually, no, let's not bother with that. It's got to be that button. Oh. I missed those. Okay. Just before we race off outside, let's go buy the fucking sledgehammer. I have no idea if this is correct. That is not what I thought it was going to do. That's a shame. Is that all it could be used for? I was kind of hoping it could be used for something else as well. Yeah, I know. The, don't forget the buff the shelter is giving you today. Oh, yeah, that's true. The red room thing. I forgot about that. Ooh. Red letter number 7, huh? The disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I feel very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 6 years ago. Circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost of my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reach may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive and safe and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers. Desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows are shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Okay. So there's a lot more to this whole red country thing. Huh. I do wonder just if the whole red blue thing is vaguely allegorical. You know, like maybe the blue's supposed to like represent America, the red's supposed to represent almost USSR in some way. It's probably not. It's probably supposed to be a bit more generic than that. This could be entirely just fantasy world. Okay, well, we got another note, so that's fun. So what else could we get? Oh yeah, we need this now. Hang on. I wonder. I think. I forgot to pick those up. Oh no, that's why those coins were in there. I didn't miss them. They appeared after I spread them around the building, didn't they? Right. I wondered how I'd missed those bloody coins. A boudoir. It's interesting to note that every single one of these red letters is accompanied with a red jewel. And they specifically mention that the red crown was nicked along with the red jewels. And the red jewels have just been turning up suddenly. So there's definitely some conspiratorial stuff going on here. I want to read this one. So yeah, we're definitely building up a picture that the guy who owned this place beforehand, I forget his name, was it Herbert or something like that, seems to have helped spirit away a... Was it a prince or a princess? I think it was a princess because it kept saying she. That's supposed to be moving. I don't remember that moving before. Woo! Oh goody, I'm so happy. Wow. How the fuck does a room like this work? Huh. Ooh, if I get the weight room, it shouldn't affect me. Oh, hello. Another broken lever. Huh, stonks. So you're locked. You're very locked. Don't think I've... No, I haven't found the key card. You're also extremely locked. So does it matter which one we pick? Are they all locked? Oh, bugger me. Wow. Did it say they were all locked? It probably said they were all locked, didn't it? Wait, fucking what? Are you... Right. Is there any way to tell? There must be some way to tell, right? Because that is a dick move otherwise. Oh, for fuck's sake. At least these doors we know bloody work. Is there anything in the mail? Apparently it was the bottom one. That's really fucking annoying, by the way. Is there any way to tell? Like... That's so douchey. That's such a dick move. Been in the wine cellar before. Anything of interest? MCCXIII. Oh, what the fuck does C mean? Is C 100? Or 500? No, it couldn't be 500. There wouldn't be any 0.2 Cs. So it's 1213? Assuming... Is C 100? Oh god, hang on, I gotta look that up. I used to know this by heart. C is 100. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it's 100. So yeah, that's 1213. Doesn't seem to be anything else. Wonder if that works on any of the safes. I mean, it could. I mean, the safe in the office, I think that has something to do with the book. I think. Could be wrong, but I think. Cool. We haven't seen the archives yet either. Is there anything of interest in here? Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Mary Marigold did yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swinbird had been chosen as the Herald Library Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. Demonstrating the public eye even before her literary success, the niche and closest living relation, Baron H.S. Sinclair, Swinbird author never considered herself success. My son was the one who actually got me started writing. I always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice. Previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and in his flexible love of the color red. The statement has been held with much skepticism, and many pundits have viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the royal party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Always feathered white. The 2 or 3 dozen names that appeared on leaked dossier, naming them as a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to take official responsibility, it's widely believed the authorities to be the work RLCF, Children of Blackwater. Quickly dismissed the rumors in a statement released Friday. Victim's unfortunate happenstance. And now she's split with a long-term publishing partner. I never noticed there's something missing here. So this is almost like the preamble to those letters we've been reading. Interesting. There's more pipes. Didn't we have archives on our list of potential good rooms? We did not. So the... is it archives? Archives. Huh. Interesting. Because we haven't found the key card and we haven't drawn the breaker room, so I can't get through any of these, you know, major locked doors. One thing I do want to check. Very quick. Is it back? Yeah, it's back this way. Thing is, we're running out of steps anyway. I mean, you're right, it could be... No, I didn't think so. No, I think that code has to do with this book in here, right? March of the Count, purchased in Reddington. I'm wondering if it's like something to do with that book. Has got to do with that code. I don't know. Oh, sure, now you give me the fucking car keys. When I literally am incapable of... I'm literally next to the garage and I can't go back there to... You bastard. What's a cloister? I don't know, I don't have enough gems for it. That's 10 only. 3. I'd really like to get the cloister, but I don't have the gems, which is, as I say, very annoying. I think I just dropped that there. Not planning to go in, but... See, I'd be tempted to take... Actually, wait. Hang on. No. Yes. Breaker room. See, I need 17 footsteps to get back to the... Okay. That nets me some more doors I can theoretically open. Theoretically. Wouldn't be so bad, but I'd have to run all the way back to the bloody utility closet, and that's costing me points. I don't have enough for that. I don't really want to use up the gem. What do we... Ah! Library. Oh, if I did that, it would basically block me and I'd have to go into the dark room. Alright, I want to test something with the library. I need to look at the library. 1 second. Ooh. Kind of pointless at this juncture, but thanks all the same. Give me that. See, I'd almost be tempted to take that one, because that's a book that we've been mentioned, but I want to click on that. It's probably a long shot. But my theory is Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, right? Might mention certain books that are in the library of Reddington to be like, well, maybe it'll give me the code for that safe. That's my thinking behind it. Probably completely wrong. Because we got that picture, but that doesn't really tell us anything. So next time we find the library, I want to check for that Reddington book. It's probably a completely wrong punt. You know, I'm probably totally barking up the wrong tree. But you never know. It just dawned on me, I'm trying to get back to there. I don't want to go to there yet. I haven't turned the lights in the dark room off yet. Have I? It's a good thought. Yeah, I don't know. It specifically mentioned check the... You know, check for books in that place. I don't think I've got enough footsteps to do this now, but you know what? Screw it. Let's just take a punt and see what I can get. Spend my last gem. And it's the laundry room. Yay! Just what I always wanted. And we know there's vents in here, which turned this on, apparently. I don't know what this is for. I mean, it's a machine, but yeah, sure. What the fuck does it do? If you get power onto it. For super laundry. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for those really stubborn stains. Don't have enough for anything. It's obviously for something. I don't know, maybe you get a letter out of it or something. It could be there's a secret door there, perhaps. I don't know. It's something, but I'd have to get the boiler to show up and get it in the right place and then get the rooms connecting to... That is going to be something that is going to drive me absolutely fucking nuts, because that is the kind of thing that I hate randomness on. Like, absolutely, that is going to drive me fucking mental. Okay, well, we're out of it for this, so call it a day. So what I want to do, I've only got about a quarter of an hour left. I want to use the next run for... see if I can find the library. I want to have a look at that book. Even if I can't also get to the office, it'll give me the code for it. I just gotta find the library. What does that do again? Oh, yeah. Great. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I didn't get the library to spawn. La-dee fucking dar, I hate randomness in games. I mean, maybe I'll get lucky, but I doubt it. No. Let's have a look at the lab. I don't think I've seen the lab yet. Typically work over at Sinker Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. There was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way doors worked, but I must admit, did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians? Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Then I mean, I'm guessing here. Just that one. Doesn't seem to. I mean, it could be an order of things you've got to put in. Or maybe there's some other level to it. Why the arrow? Why the arrow? Oh. That's why the arrow. Huh. So yeah, we pipe in stuff from the boiler room. So I wondered if it was a thing of you look up the periodic table and the letters for the elements end up spelling like a word or something. Oh, in fact, there's a periodic table right here. I didn't even have to look it up. All right. Let's see what we got. So experiment setup. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, each time you find some trash while digging, whenever you draft an archived floor plan, set your dice to 2. What do you mean set your dice to 2? Does that mean like the number of dice in your inventory? Interesting. Okay. There's no point in me messing about with that because I've got to go in a minute. Okay, well, we're going to have to call it there for today. I was hoping to get the library again, but RNG, it sucks. So, yeah. But, I mean, we made some progress today. It doesn't feel like we did. I still don't know the other rooms needed to open up the antechamber. I still don't know the first thing about where we look for the key into the 43rd room or whatever the hell it was called. Like, I found nothing on any of that. All I've been doing is running around the same batch of rooms, just hoping that RNG gives me something new and something that I can work with. I found a few pieces of larger puzzles, but I'll be honest with you, the RNG in this game is really getting on my fucking nerves. I have said before, I am not a fan of roguelikes. I probably wouldn't have picked this game up if I'd have known that it was. So, yeah. It's a little annoying, I'll be honest with you. That kind of like, oh my god, this is just going to start getting really fucking tedious. And it already kind of is, a bit. I'll be honest with you. Like, it's already getting on my nerves. I do think it's very funny that I've seen like videos online like Blueprints is going to be my game of the year. And I'm like, this ain't even going to fucking rank for me. It ain't that good. But, yeah. Getting the outer room was huge. Yeah, that is like the one big thing I got is having the outer room. I found another red note, I guess, which is nice. It's a nice to have, but, you know, until I know what the hell those even mean. I mean, they could not even, like, mean anything specific. They could just be there for lore purposes. I don't know, you know? So, yeah, a bit of a mixed day today. It was nice, but kind of annoying. I've got so much written down and so much is just... It's half answers. It's half of a riddle. Or an answer, I should say. And kind of annoying, you know? Anyway, we'll keep picking away at it. Maybe I'll discover something at some point. I don't know. But, yeah, so we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how it goes. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.